everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm not gonna lie, I have been trying to hype myself up to start this video this morning because I had it in my head the past few nights that this is what I was going to do today, and it's one of those jobs that is so intense and huge. Once you start it, I feel like part of me regrets it, but when it's done, it just feels so good, and it is so overdue in our house. So today's the day. We're going to get it done and we're going to do it, and I'm hoping that this is going to motivate some of you maybe if you've been putting it off, because I absolutely love watching these videos of other people, so I thought I'd make one myself. I actually filmed one of these nearly a year ago, I want to say, on my YouTube channel. I feel like it's one of the first videos that I filmed, so it definitely is overdue because I haven't done it since then, and that is a huge kitchen declutter, organise, tidy, clean, and just a huge reset of our kitchen, and it is so overdue. So this morning I'm going to pop to Home Bargains. I'm going to see what storage containers and baskets and organising bits that they have, because although we've got some bits, I feel like a lot of it is like old or broken now, and I kind of want to I want to move everything around in the cupboards. So literally everything is going to be cleared out and sort of put into a new location, because I just feel like where everything is at the moment, it's not practical for us anymore. We use things a lot differently to how we used to when we first moved in, and the things in the cupboards haven't moved since then. So we're kind of going to redesignate each cupboard for a different thing. So yeah, tidying, organising, decluttering, just going to make this kitchen feel a lot more tidy, practical, and make me want to be in here a lot more, because I'm not going to lie, in the mornings when I'm trying to like get breakfast sorted and stuff like that, it's just not the most practical. And I have serious FOMO of all the people that have a really aesthetic little coffee corner, and they make their TikToks in the morning when they go and make their iced coffees. They go over to the corner, they've got all the syrup bottles, it just looks really cute and professional and tidy and organised, and I want to be that person. So we're going to do that today as well. I need to set up my little coffee station because I absolutely love a coffee. I feel like it's become part of my personality, iced coffee, so I want one of those aesthetic coffee corners. So I'm going to give you a quick show of the kitchen at the moment. Okay, this is completely the raw, honest state of our kitchen at the moment, basically. So obviously this isn't great. Sam's done the washing up this morning, obviously left it to dry. Everything's dirty, everything needs a deep clean. I need to clean the oven. I also need to clean our fridge, and I don't mean like a quick wipe over that I normally do. I literally need to empty all of this stuff out. You can see there's like stains over the fridge. I need to give it like a good deep clean and a reorganise, because you can just see everything is just sort of everywhere. I might even get some containers to put things in. Just give this a whole organise. The states of our cupboards at the moment, that just speaks to the rest of the kitchen, to be totally honest. Literally no rhyme or reason. Everything's just thrown everywhere. So messy, so unorganised. When I open this cupboard door, it's just like overwhelming. I don't know where anything is. So we need to tackle this today, and I'm slightly nervous, I'm not going to lie. I think what I'm going to do for this like kitchen reorganise is spread it over 2 days so I don't overwhelm myself, because things like this, I'm not going to lie, do slightly overwhelm me. It's like clearing my wardrobe out once I start it and I look around the room and everything's just sprawled out everywhere. Like my brain just goes blank, and I either give up and just put everything back, or I kind of like don't get done what I want to get done, if that makes sense. So we're going to spread it over 2 days. Today is going to be like a little mooch around the shops to see what containers and stuff I need. I'm not going to go crazy because we do have bits and bobs, and I've done this before where I've gone out, gone mental, bought loads of things, and it's not really functional. Like I've just done it for the aesthetic and it's not really functional of how we use the kitchen. So yeah, we're going to go to Home Bargains, see what they've got in, and just basically give this kitchen a huge reset. Asda, which is my first stop is right next to Starbucks, so naturally just picked up a little cheeky coffee. I've got my usual at the moment, which is an iced blonde brown sugar oat shaken espresso with a shot of hazelnut and a shot of vanilla. This has been like my go-to since going dairy and dairy-free. I absolutely love it. But yeah, we're stopping at Asda because I want to pick up some coffee syrups. Another reason why I want to create my little coffee corner at home is because I've got into the toxic habit of picking up a Starbucks every time I'm within like a 10-minute drive of it. So I'm going to pick myself up some little coffee. Hi, Asda man. Hey boo. Yeah, so I'm going to pick myself up some really nice coffee syrups and stuff because I've tried to have them at home before. They're just not the same. I've picked up like really gross ones from Home Bargains before that are like sugar free and they just taste gross. So I'm going to get myself some nice syrups. I've ordered on Amazon some little cute pumps that I can put in my little coffee corner and pump the syrup into my coffees. So I need to get like a hazelnut, a caramel and a vanilla. Oh my god, that's so good. It's going to get me through this little kitchen organised today. So yeah, first up is Asda to go and get some coffee supplies. Okay, I'm back from the shops. I've just fed Lola her lunch, so if you can hear little munches in the background, that's who that is. I didn't pick too much up, to be fair. This is all I got. I went into Home Bargains, B&M and the Range. I just picked up some Dishmatic heads because we needed some of those. It's always good to have these in the cupboard because Sam literally will not wash up unless he has those. And then I got an oven cleaning kit because our oven is really overdue a clean. It's actually disgusting, I'm not going to lie. We don't really use it too much because we've got the air fryer now, so it's not in the best way. So we always use these elbow grease kits and they come with everything you need, which is handy. They're only like £2 from Home Bargains. And then from Home Bargains again, I got just 2 of these clear plastic acrylic trays. We actually already have some of these in like our snack cupboard and I've used it for like cereal, nuts, seeds, like cereal bars, packets of crisps, whatever go in here. But I thought these might be handy for our fridge because with meat and stuff like that, we don't really have anything to put it in, and I've noticed like, you know, like the juice of meat, it gives me the absolute ick. We did have some liners in there, but they just go a bit grotty, so I thought if we've got something like this to put our meat maybe in like vegetables or cheese and stuff like that, I just got a couple of these because they'll always come in handy. If I don't use them in the fridge, then I'll definitely use them in the cupboards. Honestly, they have so many different shapes and sizes of these in Home Bargains and B&M. B&M has like 2 full aisles, but what I find is that they're a lot cheaper in Home Bargains. Don't know why, they're exactly the same. But I'm not going to go mad with these. I know you could literally spend a fortune and literally kit your whole set of cupboards and fridge and everything like that, but to be honest, I think sometimes they are a bit pointless. I think they're handy for like obviously separating and everything like that, but they never stay organised in our house, so I just got a couple of those. And then I've wanted to start making overnight oats. Do you want to go in the garden? Come on. Yeah, I wanted to start making overnight oats. I've got some vanilla protein from Free Soul, and I wanted to make some like vanilla overnight oats for my breakfast because I'm not really a big breakfast person, but I'm trying to like hit my protein, hit my carbs and everything like that for the day. So I think I need to start eating breakfast. And I got these little cute glass jars. Oh, I don't know what's going now. So yeah, I thought these are the perfect size for me because, as I said, I'm not really that hungry early in the morning, so it's just like a little something to get me started. These are like the perfect size. I was in B&M and all of the glass jars were really, really big, sort of like this type of size, and that filled with oats and yogurt and stuff like that. I would never even finish half of that. And then when I was looking in the tea and coffee canisters and stuff like that, they had these little cute jars. They're like the perfect size for me. So these were the 275ml and they were £1.50 each. I just got 3 of those, and then I thought I could like batch make my overnight oats and then leave these in the fridge. I thought that'd be quite cute. So yeah, that's all we picked up today. As I say, I didn't want to go mad because we have got some organisers and stuff that are already in the cupboard, so I can just organise and rearrange those. And I just feel like you could end up spending hundreds of pounds doing like a full kit out of like acrylic organisation. Maybe one day in our next home, but for now we're just gonna focus on tidying and organising and decluttering what we already have, basically. So I think the first thing that I'm going to tackle in this kitchen organise is our fridge, because it is not looking good. There's a few bits in here that could do with throwing away, and there's like crumbs, stains, everything's just everywhere. We try and keep some sort of like system here, so like dairy, fruit and veg, meat usually goes on this shelf, and then like we've got dips and olives on this shelf. Yogurt's up here, which doesn't go with the vibe, so I need to take everything out. I'm going to deep clean all of the parts of the fridge, maybe put some of this storage in here, and tidy and reorganise. So let's get on with that now. So the fridge is all emptied out. I've taken all the food, all the drinks, all the shelving and the trays out. You can see it's not looking cute. So I'm going to give it a spray over with this Zoflora Midnight Blooms kitchen spray. This is amazing. It's like an all-rounder spray, and this fragrance I'm absolutely obsessed with at the moment. I'm just going to use one of these like minky dupes that I pick up from B&M. I absolutely love these. You get them in like a pack of 3. So I filled the sink up with all of the like shelving from the fridge, so I'm just going to use some Fairy liquid and my Dishmatic to give them a good scrub down. Okay, so the fridge is cleaned and reassembled. I've just put one of those acrylic trays in here for now because I don't think I'll need 2. I know that's really annoying because this one fits perfectly side by side, but I can't really think what to fill that one with because we won't fill 2 with meat. So I might leave this one for one of the cupboards, and then we can come back if I need it. But everything's fresh and clean. I'm just going to restock now with all of the food that I've took out and try and organise it a bit better and tidy it. I got a comment today on my TikTok that was like, Coke Zero and brown pasta is so bad for you. And I was just in my head thinking, I don't drink, I don't smoke, like pick your vices. I'm pretty happy that mine is Coke Zero and brown pasta. So this is for that person. Okay, so the fridge isn't that full because we need to do a food shop in a couple of days, but this is the setup that we've got going on now. So we've got all the milks here, Sam's ketchup, because it's so bloody huge, it won't fit on the condiment shelf, but we're just gonna have to deal with that for now. Here we've got like sauces, condiments, jars. This shelf is going to be like dairy, non-dairy alternatives, so like my soy yogurt, Sam's Greek yogurt. Here we've got like a mini shelf. I've kind of rearranged them so that like little things can slide in there. So we've got like hummus, olives, there's some dips in the back as well. This is the tray that I bought from Home Bargains. I've just popped all of our raw meat in there, so hopefully that's going to stop any spillages that were happening from all the rank juices that come off that. Here is the very sad looking fruit and veg drawer, and here's dairy, so it's just Sam's cottage cheese in the back and some grated cheddar, and then we've got our drinks up top, which is not looking very exciting, just some Coke Zeros and our water filter. I get some questions about this water filter on TikTok. It's Fox Water. It's a plastic free water filter and we absolutely love it. I love the way it looks and we just prefer it to the Brita. So yeah, that is the fridge all organised and nice and clean. I'm not going to bother tackling the freezer because I actually like defrosted that and had a bit of an organise of that a couple of days ago, so we don't really need to do that. So next up on the list is the snack cupboard. It's not really even a snack cupboard anymore, it's literally turned into a junk cupboard. We've got like potatoes going on down there, onions, random drinks, random things that we don't use anymore, cereal bars, cereal, there's like some little straggler jars at the back here, my protein. So I think I need to grab all of this out and just kind of have an organised. Me and Sam were talking last night And I think what we're going to do is use these cupboards, which are either side of like our knives and forks and down below the stove and that, and I'm going to put like all my protein stuff in one of these, and then maybe like the cereal and stuff can go in this one, because this is the drink station, so I feel like it just makes sense like when I'm making my protein shakes and stuff. So I think I'm going to use one of these plastic trays, which now I'm looking at it is exactly the same ones as I bought today, I think, and I'm going to make it like my little protein box. So I'm going to put like my protein bars, my protein powder, and I can sort of just keep that near here so that I can just make it as I go. So this is going to be probably the messiest cupboard in the kitchen, so we need to get on with tackling this. The state of these cupboards is actually grim. We've got some potato pit, some onion skin, crumbs, random unidentified crumbs, so I'm just giving it a good wipe down now before we restock it. So I've decided, after chatting to Sam last night, we were kind of like preempting this kitchen organised and had a chat about like what he thinks I should do with the cupboards, and he said that this should be like the carb cupboard, so like the sides, so like the potatoes, the onions, the rices, the pastas that we use. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use some of these plastic acrylic trays we've got. We've got 3 of these left. So I'm going to use a couple of those to organise like our rice pouches, our pasta, and like these bags of potatoes and stuff like that. I feel like it's just going to organise it a bit better, and it's quite a convenient location for it all because we have quite a lot of that stuff, and this is quite a big cupboard, so I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. Okay, we had a bit of a lunch break. Sam came home, so it's been about an hour later. I kind of have just dragged everything out onto the sides that were in this cupboard, including this, and moved everything so that we can get to it. But I'm just going to reorganise all these tubs, and my plan of action for this cupboard, as I mentioned it earlier, is to put all the potatoes, the onions, all of this kind of stuff, so like couscous sachets, rices, pastas, which were all in this cupboard, and then this cupboard is going to have all of this stuff, which is like condiment, seasoning, salt, pepper, oil, that kind of thing. So this is going to be like a seasoning cupboard with like all the oil, the seasonings, the pouches, and then I can kind of access it there, because this cupboard's a bit random. It's just got colanders, a cheese grater, and then like all the oils and stuff, so all of this stuff will go better together, I think. And then this cupboard is going to be like my protein cupboard, and then in here we're going to have like the cereals and all that type of thing. At the moment there's just like little mini dishes. Again, a bit of a random cupboard. So now I'm going to organise this situation. I think I'm going to use some of these acrylic tubs to maybe put like the potatoes or the bags of pasta and stuff. We've also got some pasta in here. This cupboard is also so random. We've got bags of pasta, coconut oil, syrup that's fallen over, and then up here is like baking stuff, random pasta pot up there. So yeah, the next point of call is organising this cupboard with the carbs in, basically potatoes, pasta, rice, couscous, any sachets like that. I've actually got some of these little white shallow tubs. I actually bought these when I was in uni for my uni cupboard to put all my little bits and bobs in. They're from IKEA, they're really, really handy. So I think I'm going to stick either, that won't fit in there, which is a bit maybe here for like the sachets of rice, any little bits and bobs that can't fit in here. I'll probably do like an overflow down here. I've taken the onions out of their pouches because they just annoy me, those onion bags. I feel like they always just fall out of them. And then here we've got 2 bags of sweet potato. Obviously got pasta in here. It's looking much better already. This is actually one of the tubs straight from that cupboard. You can see the absolute state of it at the moment. So it's going to be this vibe, but obviously a bit tidier. We've got loads of these couscous pouches. I'm just going to pop those down there in that white tub. In this one, I'm going to put next to it, I'm just going to put in, we've got like a box of stuff in mix, and then we've got some noodles, we've also got some more noodles down here, just So I'll just pop those in there, and then the bits that were in there were like stock cubes and seasoning pouches, which are going to go in that cupboard up there. We've also got some random tins of sweet corn. We don't really eat this, but I guess it's handy to have, so I'll just pop those in the little miscellaneous tub there. Look how much better that is already. I'm going to line those up because that's going to really annoy me. But this is just like the sides cupboard. So like potatoes, pasta, obviously the onions aren't really a side, but they kind of go with the potatoes. And then we've got like rice pouches, couscous, noodles, sweet corn. If we get any more tins and stuff, I'll probably put them in here, either line them up here or whatever, but that is just looking so much better. That has made me feel so good. So that is that cupboard all done. We might add some bits as we go on and as I sort this cupboard out. But I think they're going to be much better here. So this is the fridge that we've obviously done. This is the cupboard next to it that we've just done. The cupboard along from that one is a real random cupboard. I don't know if I'm going to really tackle this today because I feel like whatever's in there isn't really going to go anywhere else. It's literally just, obviously that oil can go in our new little cupboard up there. I'll put that in that pile. But we've just got like drinking cups, protein shakers, a cocktail kit, some squash, and then like some random appliances like my juicer that I don't use anymore, and some bags for life. So I don't think I'm going to touch this one just yet unless we need it, if I empty anything else out. The one next to it is just our plates, our bowls, and our crockery and bits like that, which is pretty tidy already, so we don't need to do that one. The one above, we were saying last night, this cupboard is completely wasted on us because we don't drink. We don't really have that many people round, and it's literally full of Prosecco, wine and gin glasses. So we don't know whether to box these up and put them like in our storage cupboard or to just like get rid of them, give them to someone or something like that, because it's quite a big cupboard to just be filled with something that we never really use. The one next to it is all of our drinking glasses. So we've got like pint glasses, latte glasses, little plastic tumblers. Again, these are wasted on us, but just drinking glasses here. Again, I'm not going to really touch these cupboards today, I don't think, unless I move some bits around and need the space, and then we can obviously juggle them around. The next cupboard to these two is the random one I just showed you with the bacon stuff, coconut oil, random sauces. So we're going to organise that. I'm probably going to keep this as a baking cupboard because it's like an awkward corner cupboard, as you can see, and I don't bake that often, so I feel like the stuff in there won't be used as much, which makes sense to put it in the awkward cupboard. But we've got like flour, sugar. I did actually buy some of these containers last time I did a kitchen organise, so what I might do is pour like all the sugars and the flours and cocoa powders and stuff into there, so it's a bit more organised and less mismatched. So I'll probably do that now. Short people problems. This is how I get things from the top shelf. Okay, so I've just took everything out of that cupboard. This is all my baking stuff. I'm gonna decant everything into these acrylic tubs that I have. I've only got a few of these, so we'll see how much we can get put away in these. Okay, so that's that cupboard done. It doesn't look tons better, but it's tidier and it's organised. Everything's decanted into those. I've left like the sugar in the bag and stuff like that because I feel like that's just a mess that I don't want to deal with right now. So that's that cupboard done. So the one along from this corner cupboard is the one that I showed you earlier, which is the spices, the oils, the seasonings and stuff like that. We have this little basket that we use. I think we got this from H&M Home literally years ago when we first moved in, and we've used it for like all of our sauces and our condiments. So when we have people over and stuff for dinner, or we're sat at the table having dinner, I'll literally just pull this out and put it on the table. I actually really like it. It needs a bit of a tidying and organised because there's things in here that we don't really use anymore, so I'm going to take these out and throw those away. But I'm going to pop this up in that cupboard and use it to put any like oils, vinegars, that kind of thing. So that is that cupboard all organised. Again, it's not looking loads better. I've got these little glass dishes. I don't know what these were for, but I've run out of the boxes. So I've just used these to stuff like seasoning pouches. These are like stir fry sauces, Maggi bags, stock cubes. There's a bit of a gravy in the back there. It's a bit random, but it will do for now. And then we've obviously got our condiments basket. We've got like vinegars, sauces, passatas, seasoning. So that's handy to have it there because the cooker's right there. So that makes sense. So on to the next one. I'm going to tackle my little protein cupboard. So I need to take these bits out. Oh, there's a little straggler hot sauce there. That can be thrown. I don't like that one. So we've just got like colander cheese grater. So I'm thinking, obviously we need to rearrange this cupboard, but for now I'm just going to throw that in there and it can be its new home. I've got like cereal bars, protein bars and stuff like that I'm also going to organise. So yeah, you can see this cupboard needs a good clean as well. So in this basket or box or whatever, you can see it's an absolute mess. I've got my protein, I've got my vanilla, my chocolate, and then I've also got like cereal bits, so like muesli, I've got some like seeds and like porridge toppers. There's literally all sorts in here. I've got my greens powder as well, peanut butter. So I'm going to just organise all this out. This tray needs a clean out as well. It's got all crumbs in the bottom of it. And this is going to be like, I'm going to call it like my little wellness box. So I'm going to put in there like my green powder, my protein. I've got like my protein bars and stuff like that. So I'm going to see what I can fit in here. And then I can just have it on the top there. And this can be like my little cupboard. And then obviously we've got two of these cupboards. So they're like narrow. We've got like, in here is our knives and forks and our like utensils. In here, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a man drawer. So is it called a man drawer? You know, and there's literally just anything and everything in there, like tea towels, old batteries, like hay fever tablets, ibuprofen gel. It's literally where all the stuff that you don't know where to put it goes. Down here we've got like our shopping bags and stuff like that. And then the other side, this cupboard is just like, I showed you that earlier, it's just like little dishes. You know, like if you're having a picky tea and you have like all those little pots where you put like your nuts and your crisps and like your little, I don't know, onion rings, whatever. That's what that is, and like some dishes and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna either put those into this random cupboard that had the juice and the olive oil and like the random bits in there, and then have that as like the cereal cupboard where all of the like seeds, the peanut butter, like the porridge toppers, the cereal, the oats, that kind of thing can go in there because we have got quite a lot of that as well. And Sam's also got like his square bars, cereal bars and stuff like that, so probably going to put those in there. We shall see how we get on. I've just found another acrylic storage container, so I'm going to use this, I think, to put in the bottom shelf here, to put like my protein bars, Sam's square bars. I've also got like some nut bars and things like that, and this can be like a snacky cupboard, like a bottom snacky cupboard. We don't really buy like chocolate and crisps and stuff anymore. That big cupboard that I've just put like the onions and the potatoes and the pasta, that used to be filled to the brim with like sweets, chocolate, biscuits, like the big bags of crisps. That's why we use such a big cupboard. But we're both into like a bit more of a healthier lifestyle now, and we're both actually really enjoying it. It doesn't seem really laboursome like what it used to, which is a good thing. So I think this smaller cupboard can now be our snack cupboard, and we can just put like a healthy snacks like our cereal bars and stuff like that in. But I thought in this one, I think this one's actually made for like cans of drink for your fridge. It's got this like lip at the bottom, but I thought it'd be like the perfect size. Oh, look at that. To fit like the cereal bars in. That's going to be really satisfying. Look at that. Looks like it's at a shop. So I'm going to line all that up and then put that in the bottom. I'm sorry, but is that not just the most satisfying thing ever? I know it's slightly annoying that the two at the bottom aren't squares bars, but that will do for now. Okay, so I think this is my new favourite cupboard in the whole kitchen because how satisfying is that? I feel like I've got my own little shop set up going on there. So I've got my free cell protein bars, which by the way are unbelievable. These have actually got me through this week being on my period. They're chocolate brownie flavour, and honestly it tastes like you're having a chocolate brownie with like gooey caramel in it. So good, and they're like 15 grams of protein. Then I've got Sam's square bars. Here I've got like a Trek bar that's left over, and then an Eat Natural bar, and then here I've got my greens powders and my proteins. So next one is the cupboard with all of the little dishes and stuff. That's going to be the new cereal cupboard. So that wasn't the most satisfying cupboard that we've done today, but it's tidy and it's organised and it's decluttered, so it will do. The next thing I want to tackle is this. It doesn't look too bad on first view. This obviously isn't great, but in here we've got like marks and crumbs and stuff like that. So I'm going to take out all of the cutlery, all of these bits, have a clear out of anything that we don't need, and just tidy. So this is the before and this is it after. I feel like this drawer can only look so tidy because we have got quite a lot of utensils and stuff like that, but I've just cleared out a few bits that we don't use or need anymore, and everything's looking a little bit more cleaner and tidier. Okay, so the next big thing that I want to tackle in the kitchen is the coffee corner, the tea, the coffee, the drinks corner that I mentioned earlier, and I really want to create something that I really love, that looks nice. I want to get a couple more bits. I'm still waiting. Lola! I'm still waiting for my little coffee syrup pumps to arrive from Amazon. They should be here today though. So I think that can be a job for tomorrow that we can come back to, because I really want to spend my time on that and I don't want to rush it, and it's a hot mess at the moment. Like if I show you the cupboard that we're working with, I think I showed you earlier, but this is the state of it, and I want it to be Pinterest like on point. I absolutely love it. So in the morning when I come and make my coffees, I just love it and it looks aesthetic, and I can film it for my TikToks, and it's just a space in the kitchen that I absolutely love, which sounds a bit sad, but I mentioned in the car earlier, I've gotten into the toxic habit of getting too many Starbucks per week, and I like it as a little treat, but I feel like I've slipped into that like toxic trap of always being at Starbucks, and I really got into making my coffees. I've not really been enjoying them this last week because obviously I've been trying out my different milks and stuff like that, so I want to make sure I've got all the supplies at home so that I can make myself a really nice iced coffee every morning. So yeah, I think we're going to revisit that tomorrow when I've got all my pumps. I also didn't manage to pick up any coffee syrups that I wanted to get today, as I literally had zero. And then Home Bargains, they had the ones that I already have. This bottle is disgusting. This is another reason why I want to get the pumps and everything sorted, because the bottles go so sticky. But they had this brand which I really don't like. It tastes really artificial and the sweeteners are like really strong in them, so I didn't want to pick any up that I wasn't 100% sure on. I want to get some really nice ones, so I think we'll have to pop out again tomorrow to sort that. Anyway, word for me, that was like a massive spiel. What I wanted to do next though was make our little overnight oat pots, like a bit of meal prep for the fridge. As I said earlier, I got 3 of these little pots. I washed them when Sam came back, and they've been drying on the side. I think they're about ready now. But I thought we could put those together and put them in the fridge. I feel like that's gonna look really cute, and I'm really keen on making things like this so it's in the fridge for breakfast. I can just grab it and go, because I'm such a nightmare when it comes to breakfast. I'll just skip it most days if there's nothing that I fancy or that's like quick and convenient, because I never really am that hungry. So I'm going to make some like little protein overnight oats. I thought we could do that together because these jars are literally the cutest things ever. For the recipe for these overnight oats, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to completely wing it. So I've got my free salt vanilla protein that I'm going to put in there. I've got some coconut and rice milk, which I bought hoping that I would like this in my coffee, but I really don't, so I thought I could just use it up in this. I think you only need like a splash of milk. And then I've got my soy yogurt, I've got some peanut butter, and then I've got this creamy chocolate and roasted hazelnut butter, which I thought would be nice, like melted on the top of the oats. And then I've got some hazelnuts and some chia seeds. So it sounds a bit random. I'm just going to fill these little pots up, as I say, and just wing it and see how we get on. And then I'm just going to top with my vanilla Restocking. I just had a little taste off the back of that spoon, and that literally tastes like cake batter. So I'm really excited to try those. I just can't get over how cute these little jars are. I think that's so handy to have in the fridge, and then I can just grab one of these in the morning and go. I've literally lined them up in a row so that I can show off my cute little jars. But that is the fridge all officially restocked, clean and organised now. Okay, so I think that'll do for today. As I said, I want to take my time with my little coffee corner and really get stuck into that and make it something that I really love, because I feel like some of the cupboards that I've done today, I've just sort of like thrown things back just to get it over and done with. But I am happy with the progress we've made today. The fridge has been completely deep cleaned. All the stuff has been thrown out that we don't need anymore. Obviously, I've stocked up on my overnight oats, put some trays in to keep the meat fresh and everything like that. We've done a huge clear out of that snack cupboard where everything was everywhere, decluttered. I've literally got a bag. I'll show you actually, because this feels so good. That's all to be thrown. That was like cluttering up our cupboards, so that feels good to be throwing that out now. So yeah, we've done the bulk of it today. Tomorrow we've got coffee corner to do. I'm so excited to get my little coffee syrup pumps. I know I keep going on about that. I feel like I'm overly excited about that, but I've wanted them for so long and it's just a job that I've never got round to doing. So this is the current state of the coffee corner, and we're going to make it an aesthetic iced coffee little heaven, basically. All of this needs to be cleared out and chucked out. So yeah, I will catch up with you tomorrow and we can work on that, which is really exciting. Hi guys, huge apologies for this jump scare because I have not got any makeup on today. We're letting the skin breathe. It is so angry, it's really bad at the moment. So we're having a cosy, no makeup, comfy, homey day. I've just got back from the shops because I popped out to get the last few little bits that I need for this kitchen to organise, and mainly for my little coffee cupboard, coffee corner. So I got all the syrups that I like, that I need. So I got the hazelnut, the caramel, and the vanilla. I love this brand. I think this is the brand that I'm going to stick with going forward with syrups, because I've tried, as I said yesterday, I've tried other ones and they're just not in. I also picked up some, kind of not relevant, but I picked up some Alpro soy yogurt to try in my coffees because loads of you were recommending that. And then I nipped into Homebase because I was going to just see if they had any cute little bits for my coffee corner. Like I was envisioning like maybe some shelving, or like a tray or a stand or something that I could put the pumps and everything like that on, but they didn't really have anything. So I think what I'm going to do is keep everything in the cupboard, because that way Sam's going to be happy as well, because he doesn't like clutter out on the side, which I kind of understand. So I think it's going to be more of a coffee cupboard than like a coffee counter corner, which is what I was saving on my Pinterest board, but it is what it is. But when I was in Homebase, I saw these glasses and I've wanted some like this shape for ages, and these were on sale. They were £2.50 down from £5, so I picked up a couple of those. They're nice and small as well, because all of the coffee glasses that I currently have are massive, and I never really drink like a huge coffee in the morning, so I thought these would be perfect. And then last night at about 10 o'clock, which I'm glad I didn't wait for them now, my little coffee pumps arrived. Now these are slightly different than I was envisioning in my head. They're plastic, I thought they were glass, which is just stupid of me. I obviously didn't read the description properly, but they'll do, and they're like the perfect size, because as I say, I think I'm going to be doing it in the cupboard now, so they needed to be quite mini, because like obviously the tall big bottles wouldn't have fit. So they're just like a cute little black pump, and then what I love about them is you get a whole pouch of the little stickers to put on the front, so you can choose what flavours you want, which I think is really cute. There's already a caramel, vanilla and a hazelnut in there, I've already checked. It did actually come with 4 pumps, but I couldn't think of a fourth flavour, and they didn't even have any. They didn't have any additional flavours in Sainsbury's, so we just went with the classics, which I know I love. So really love them. So the first job is to obviously put everything out. I'm going to clean all the shelves because there's like coffee, split tea bags, literally all sorts in there. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to sort out, I'm pretty sure there's some things in there that are out of date, so I'm going to get those out, obviously bin those, have a declutter, really minimise it in there because there's things in there that we just don't use. I'm a bit of a hoarder and I always keep things, I'm like, oh well, we might need this for like when people come around, or we might need this if we want to do this, and then it just never happens and it just sits in there. So we've got like loads of sachets of like powdered coffee and stuff that we just don't have anymore. So yeah, I'm going to really minimise it and get it looking really tidy, aesthetic, minimal, and I'm so excited for this. This is the bit that I've been looking forward to the most. So the situation is up here, a miscellaneous random collection of like mismatched ugly mugs, which I think I'm going to box up and put in this random cupboard, to be honest, because that is killing the vibe of the aesthetic coffee corner. And then we've got some nice mugs here which I'm probably going to keep because they're all matching. We've got them in like pairs or fours. We've got these little glass coffee cups, which again I quite like these. I got these from TK Maxx not long ago, and they're in a pair. So basically anything that's not matched or in a pair I'm going to get rid, I think, box up and keep in the cupboard if we have people around and we need them. We probably won't. Again, I'm doing that hoarder thing, but at least we'll have them if we need them. And my mum absolutely loves mugs, so maybe I'll give the box to her and she can go through and get what she wants out there. In here, like these are the sachets I was talking about. We never ever use these, ever. They're probably out of date now. No, we've got a couple months left, but I'm going to probably throw those anyway. We've got hot chocolate. Haven't been using this recently, obviously, but in the winter I do absolutely love a hot chocolate, and this is really nice this one, so I'll probably keep that because that's pretty much full. Random, I think there's marshmallows in there. I don't want to know how long they've been in there for. I love these Richard's powders, but they are out of date now, so I think I'm going to throw these and then we can go and get some more Nesquik powder. Like honestly, it's a mess in here. Okay, so all the cute little syrups are done. What we've got left out on the side now is what I'm keeping and what is going in this cupboard. So we've just got like hot chocolate powders. I don't know why, but this coffee canister on the side with the tea and the sugar, we haven't filled that in ages, and we've just kept like a jar of coffee in the cupboard as well. So I'm gonna decant this coffee into here. And then I can chuck this. That's less clutter in the cupboard, which is good. And that just goes out on the side there. We've got this canister, which we usually put, this isn't called a cafetiere, is it? I'm not sure what this is called, but sometimes Sam uses this for his coffee, like on the weekend. I'm not a fan of that. I have to be honest, I hate the taste of the coffee from one of these, whatever it's called. I call it a cafetiere, I know that's not what it's called. Can't think of the name of it. So I'm gonna put his coffee that goes in there, like filter coffee, probably not even called filter coffee, but I'm gonna just decant that into here for now. I think we did keep like decaf coffee in here at one point. I'm not gonna bother rinsing it out because it's just coffee, so I'm gonna pour that in there. Oh, how satisfying was that? That was a proper filled to the brim moment. Oh, that's not so satisfying. Right, put the lid on that. I love these jars. I think I got these ones from B&M. They're just like a really simple glass bamboo lid. So I'm going to pop that behind because we don't use that too much. Sam mainly uses that just at the weekend, as I said. And then we've got decaf tea bags in here, so we've got those up there as well. And then we've also got this really annoying, I wish I had another one of those canisters. I might pick one up next time I'm in B&M to put the hot chocolate powder in. So I'm just going to put that next to there for now. And then I'm going to put Sam's cafetiere. It's not a cafetiere. I bet some of you will be screaming through the screen what this is actually called. But we're just going to go with that for now. I like the look of it, it's cute. I'm going to just put that at the side there. Okay, so that is the little coffee cupboard corner all complete. I was so gutted, went to push these in and completely stupid moment, didn't think that they wouldn't fit in there because of the straws. So what I've actually done is made like a little straw pot here, because I don't know where all my straws are at the moment. I think they're all in the dishwasher, but we've got loads of these glass straws and the bamboo ones. So I thought I'd keep them in here for when I make my coffees. It makes sense because these were in the cutlery drawer, which was making it quite cluttered, to be fair. These are the little pumps. How cute are they? I love them. And I've just put them on the edge so that I can literally just open the cupboard, put my glass there and pump it into there. And then we've got the glasses here that I bought this morning from Homebase that I love. I can't wait to make a coffee in one of them. And then we've just got the mugs at the top. So this is like iced coffee section. Obviously we've got a glass mug there, but it goes with the aesthetic. And then we've got the matching mugs at the top for the hot drinks. So I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so I think that's gonna round up the kitchen organise, because I could go on forever. This video could be about 2.5 hours long, so I'm not going to bore you too much more. Anyway, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's maybe motivated you to get yours done. I know I was putting mine off for ages, and watching videos like this is what got me off my bum and doing it myself. So thank you so much for watching as always, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.